I'd like to ask about, obviously getting a diploma is an end goal, but ultimately becoming employed after your diploma is the ultimate goal. What is the return on investment as far as percentage of employment after graduation?
Well, I mean, art students typically are like 96% employed or pursuing the next degree when they graduate.
Hmm.
So the vast majority of our students completing a degree are employed in their field or pursuing graduate work in their field.
And we have the same numbers. We're at 94, 95% on they have a job in their chosen field within 3 months of graduating. Most of our students, frankly, have it before they graduate because of the nature of a lot of the different programs. But that's an important consideration.
Yeah, sure is.
You can find various statistics on the web, and people use different methodologies, but it's hard to find one that doesn't say that if you get a 4-year degree, you're going to make hundreds of thousands of dollars over the course of your career, more than if you had not had the degree. And again, I absolutely, I certainly see that every day. I believe that that's true. I think it's pretty obvious. But again, you have to get the degree. So I'm back to what I started with, where the completion of the degree, not necessarily, that I'm not saying the diploma is worth more than the education itself, because we are all educators. We value the education itself and self-actualization. But the market doesn't necessarily. They want to see that degree as a proxy for what you've learned and what you're capable of. So if you get that, the payoff is really obvious and it's unassailable. If you don't, though, you frankly may be in a negative situation where you have debt to pay back.
I would also like to say one other thing about return on investment. I think it was 2 weeks ago in the St. Louis Business Journal, they reprinted an article from salary.com, and it talked about the 10 college degrees with the worst return on investment. And the tagline was something like, well, sure, you may be happy, but you won't make much money. And those degrees were educator, counselor, pastor, social worker, all things that we would agree that we need.
Very meaningful,
we need
yeah.
people to do those things. And I know a bunch of people that do those things for a living, and they're very happy. And you know what? And they pay their bills, and they live their lives, and they buy things in stores, and they drive cars, they pay for mortgages. And so to sit there and minimize just because it's not the highest paid diploma or degree, I think really it minimizes the impact of education and the kind of meaningful work that our graduates do.